Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 British cruiser, Neptune. She has 39,900 health, a top speed of 33.5 knots, 12 152mm guns, 16 torpedoes, a surface detect of 10.4 kilometers, and 97 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduced crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, improved main battery range, reduced the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, priority target, smoke screen, adrenaline rush, basic firing training, superintendent, advanced firing training, and concealment again. We are on the map Warriors Path, and this was legitimately the first game I played on my account in the Neptune. I had just purchased it on stream, and people were like, "Whoa, we'll see how this works. Oh, it's a weird game. 10 versus 10. This was at 3 or 4 my time. It's not a completely unheard of time slot, right? I mean, it's during the day, yeah, but you can't get 12 people per side. I bet you it was the aircraft carriers. They are tier 10. Usually, the tier 10 aircraft carriers, they really force the queue to wait forever or pull people out and make up this weird matchup. Tons and tons and tons of cruisers. I wonder if there's something about the matchmaking that considers whether it can even defend itself from the aircraft. It feels so funny, doesn't it, having this insane amount of cruisers. But let's talk about the British cruiser in the Neptune. Why did I choose certain skills? Priority target. Well, priority target is good for cruisers. It lets me be a little bit more aggressive. I don't have to worry just because situation awareness is on my screen. I actually get a count of who is targeting me. And that hipper, I wanted to engage him. I was on his flank. Friendlies kill him. What can I say? The friendlies are doing a good job. The enemy appears to have deployed for an A-B strategy. That's why I didn't continue on that flank. I was going to give it up and come back when we had an advantage. I also picked up smoke and adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush because I will sit in smoke for a long time as a British cruiser. I could manipulate a low health scenario where I enter smoke and I hold on to my heal until my smoke dissipates. I will have the benefit of a minute or 2 minutes of extreme rate of fire, but I will still have that extreme heal that comes with the top tier British cruisers. I believe it's tier 8, 9, and 10, where you can get, what, half of your health back or something crazy like that. That's unique to the Brits, of course, and it works pretty well. Smoke. Give me more leeway. The smoke bug is annoying. The one puff scenario, it just allows me more territory to maneuver. It feels better. I could get jack of all trades or high alert, but not much more. The turrets, they traverse pretty well. I'm not going to gain that much. For my level 3 skills, Superintendent, I have so many charges. Why not improve them? Smoke, heal, and hydro are all very useful. I also decided to pick up basic firing training. Now, why basic firing training over anything else? Well, I went concealment and then I came back up and I was like, what should I do? What should I do? And then I committed to a AA build. The British cruisers, granted, they don't have defensive fire, but the British cruisers are very effective with their AA. And if you're a cruiser, you probably should focus somewhat on that. I know the environment right now isn't going to reward that, but get in the habit. It's nice to also have an extended secondary range, a little rate of fire increase. You would be surprised how close and how aggressive people push you to move you out of your smoke, right? So it's not completely ridiculous to go advanced firing training and basic firing training. Look at the enemies right now. They are sort of pushing towards me, and I'm going to try and use my torpedoes. Now, the torpedoes are great. It's great to have 8 per side instead of, what was it, 3? It was ridiculous with the Edinburgh. That was the one thing I didn't like. In a situation similar to this, your torpedoes are used to protect you. And maybe I should have used a, well, it's not a wide spread, but a narrow spread and not a single spread for the British cruiser. I felt like maybe the Eastman wasn't paying attention, but oh no, he's paying attention. He knows that I'm there. The torpedoes are not going to hit him. It's not going to one-shot him. He's not going to magically disappear. And I wasn't going to stick around the smoke was going away. I'm going to try and manipulate the islands to my advantage. Enemy Hindenburg is out in the open. And I want to keep everyone but him my target. I know he is targeting me, or he's sailing at me, and there's aircraft overhead. But it's 1 versus 1. You can't complain about those odds. I feel like I should be able to beat him. I have a way better rate of fire. Well, not way better, but I think I can fire 2 times for every 1 shot he can fire. And if he ever opens up, because he has to avoid the torpedoes, I can punish, well, Midway is able to punish him. If the torpedoes weren't going to kill him, I was going to kill him. And the enemy Ibuki, probably trying to work with his teammate, knows this is a division, came out to help. And my smoke is back up, so I can decide to engage either the Izumo. I think the Izumo is probably the better target because he is broadside. Enter my smoke if I ever feel like I need to. I don't need to always rely on it. I can sort of be a little bit stingy with it. It's you know, it's how long are they going to allow me to kill the target? That's what I'm really playing chicken with. If nobody fires on me, I don't need to go into smoke. Ever consider about that? And we're just doing an amazing amount of damage. 5k per salvo, basically all it added. It's obviously very beneficial when an enemy is broadside. You can't really get any better situation for the Brits, but it's just nice to see it. And we take out the enemy Izumo. There's a little island nation there. The enemy Ibuki is pulling back. He is within range. It's not going to be an easy shot, but I might as well fire. There's nothing else I can engage. Friendly Hindenburg is also pushing forward. And, ooh, the Ibuki could soften up. Oh, man, I bet the Hindenburg wishes he had AP for that shot, because he probably didn't expect the Ibuki to show that much side. In this game, honestly, it was really easy to get 85,000 already. That's sort of the weird feeling that I get when I play the British cruisers. I don't feel like I deserve the success that I have. Like I was too aggressive or too close to the enemy. But smoke obviously allows you to do that. They haven't really fired on me. The benefit of priority target, of course, allows you to be aggressive. I can't stress it enough. It's the best cruiser skill I've seen them add in a long time. It really is. You could say, oh, well, priority target, you could use that on a destroyer too. Yes, you can. But you're not always spotted on a destroyer, and a lot of times you want to remain undetected. In a cruiser, you need to become comfortable being spotted. I like range module on my tier 9s and tier 10s. It allows me to get distance so I can maneuver. You might say, well, distance can do a lot of things, but it really is giving me time between the enemy firing and their shell hitting me. I try and look at the enemy, react to the shells leaving the gun barrels, and it's really important that you're paying attention to what is going on, zooming in every once in a while to see where those guns are traversed to, or checking your priority target, or I would say, and just try to do as much DPS as the game will allow you. Sometimes I will choose to hold my fire. Like right now, I am attempting to capture the base. So what I would like to do is get almost there, 99% there, roughly. The idea is pretty simple. I go until the travel time of their shells, and maybe the reaction time, is greater than the time left on capture. You just say that, and you're like, well, yeah, that does make sense, Notser. Even if the battleship was looking directly at me and he chose to fire, there was not enough time left in the capture for the shell to travel to my ship. And sometimes I mess it up. Sometimes I fire maybe 1 or 2 seconds early. But you have to try to maximize every aspect, because someone is doing that. Someone is running the numbers for every single skill, every single scenario. And if you inform yourself, have a strategy pre-planned, it's going to be easier to use that strategy when it actually matters. That's really the biggest secret that I can give anyone and anything in life. Don't have it be the first time you've actually done it. And this North Carolina, he's in trouble. He's out in the open, very easy damage to me. As he widens, it should be even more easy damage, and he burns down to a friendly hipper. Enemy aircraft carrier is overhead, and I do try to always set a primary target. This is simple stuff, right? The friendly Izimo is in trouble. He's going to take it. There's nothing I can do outside of setting a target on the torpedo aircraft. That's really all you can do in British cruisers. But the DPS is appreciated. And he is still alive, so I'm going to try and hunt down this enemy aircraft carrier. He can't be too far away. I really doubt, seriously, he's too far away. So we're just going to push south. Friendlies are dealing with the Edinburgh. The Edinburgh is the tier 8 version of me. I could possibly fire at it, but I am pushing forward aggressively to get in range of the aircraft carrier. He's probably going to die before I can even engage. That's not a big deal. And I'm trying to get Clear Sky achievement. Anything that's around me, why not? We can kill it. 7.2 kilometer range on our guns, or AA guns. Good luck trying to get out of that. And it's invisible most of the time in smoke too. So yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. The Edinburgh is pulling back. You know what? I actually think I'll be able to engage him. He's going to be on my flank if we can get around this island quick enough. And conveniently, I am moving in the direction that I saw the enemy aircraft go. But he's off the map. Friendlies appear to either be behind an island or he's in smoke. But he is broadside, so let's try. He is using the Commander XP camo. It's really helpful if you want to level up a commander. I believe it's Restless Fire or something. It was, I don't know where you get it from. Sometimes you can get it in your containers, and it's awesome when you do. It's a lot of XP benefit for your commanders. And he sees me as well. He's going to fire. There is aircraft around me, but I want to kill him. And are we going to get the kill? Yes, we do. We get the kill. And looky there. The tier 10. He's right next to me. Trying to help the Izimo, of course. And every single time he actually drops, you should change your target immediately as quick as you can. That way, you're not wasting any DPS on a non-threatening squadron. And if we're in range, we're just going to fire broadside, see how much damage we can rack up. The final ship in the game. Not going to be too hard, of course. It's the tier 10. And sometimes I'm playing the British and it's, oh man, I'm not doing any damage. The AP can't really hit the deck. It needs to be more plunging. Otherwise, it's just going to ricochet off the deck. So you need to sort of hit the superstructure. That's really the soft belly of the beast. If I can hit the superstructure, it's going to work out much better. And if I can get closer, then it's going to be even better because I can hit that more often. And sometimes we get an 8 or 9k shot. Other times we miss it completely. There we go. That's much better. So the Neptune. What did I think of the stock variant? Well, the extra torpedoes are appreciated. The rate of fire is about 2 seconds better than the Edinburgh. And the AA is extremely good. It's way better than the tier 8. She's a really good ship. I have no complaints whatsoever. I will definitely enjoy leveling up through all the stock variant to the upgrades and then to the Minotaur. Hopefully it won't take me half a year to get it. I don't plan on it big. We do lose our friendly Izimo, and I am the target of the aircraft, but he's probably going to die before he drops. And he does indeed die before the torpedoes are a threat. So that was a pretty solid tier 10. It was a tier 10 match. I was a tier 9. We are in Confederate. High caliber, 3 kills. A base capture, a couple defenses. 3,015 base XP. Not bad at all. And I think it's so high because of the 30 aircraft shot down. They were tier 10 aircraft. There's a bonus when you're engaging. They've got some funny numbers going on. The game thinks I got 5 kills, roughly. And a significant amount were tier 10 kills. 146,000 points of damage done. Not surprising at all. Nobody shot at us. We were in smoke most of the time. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Neptune. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.